Nothing sets the mood like a good music. Whether it's movies, TV shows, or video games, good music always sets the atmosphere for us to immerse ourselves in the fictional world. Sometimes I do believe that music can make or break a fictional media. Take video games for example. Sometimes a solid game is overlooked due to the awful or at least lackluster music. I'm looking at you, Streets of Rage 3. When it comes to media that has a fictional story to tell, such as TV shows or anime, I always have a deep connection towards opening songs. Now, opening songs in my opinion give a direct first impression on what you are going to expect from the respective media. This is no exception towards video games, of course. Nothing excites me more to play the game that I have bought than the opening song of the game itself. There are a lot of really good video game opening songs that I can recall on top of my head. In this video, I'm going to list down the top 10 video game opening songs of all time. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to music, it's all about personal preference at the end of the day. So this list is highly subjective. There are rules in regards to each entries of this list. Number 1. This will only include opening songs with vocals and lyrics. Therefore, opening songs such as Ultra Street Fighter 4, Streets of Rage 4, or any other instrumental-only songs will not be on the list. Number 2. I will not include video game opening songs that were directed from other media such as TV shows or movies. Opening songs like TMNT Shredder's Revenge is not going to be on this list because they use the 80s TMNT TV show opening song. Number 3. I will only include one game per franchise to make sure the list is not repetitive. So, without further ado, this is me, Profar, and here are the top 10 video game opening songs. The Sonic games is one of the most polarizing series ever, especially on the internet. It's either the Sonic games are the best thing the world has ever witnessed, or the Sonic games were never good to begin with. It will be a never-ending battle of supremacy when it comes to online debates over Sonic games. One thing is for sure, that is, Sonic music is in another league of its own. If there is one thing that we can all agree on, Sonic music is always amazing. Some even consider Sonic music to be its own genre. Take Sonic Frontiers for example. Regardless of every different opinion out there, no one and their mothers have ever complained about the music. Now, the Sonic games has a lot of banger opening songs. If I'm going to pick one Sonic opening songs, it's going to be none other than Sonic Heroes. I specifically chose Sonic Heroes theme mainly because it's the one that sticks me with the most. Whenever I see Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles together in one scene, I can't help but play the Sonic Heroes theme in my head. The band that played this song, Crush 40, did an amazing work with the song. It always managed to hype my inner 10-year-old every single time.
Sonic Heroes, Sonic Heroes, find you, confine you, defying your place.
On a different note, I love the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 live-action movie. However, Paramount Pictures wasted a huge opportunity to play Sonic Heroes during the final battle with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles together. It would have been a perfect homage in the movie. One does not simply talk about stylish music without mentioning the Persona games. Now, the Persona series is one of those game series that I'm not super familiar with. However, I recognize the music instantly due to how distinguished it is. Once again, everyone and their mothers at this point recognize what Persona music is. Personally, I consider the opening song for Persona 4 as my favorite. Pursuing My True Self, composed by Meguro Shoji, the genius behind all of the Persona music, and performed by Hirata Shihoko. This song was everywhere back when I was in high school. Everyone I know, from my friends to folks, played this song in their MP3. Not that I had a problem with it, it's a really good song. It has that Persona groove you can't help but love in it.
We all trumpet our names of relationships. Life goes on with or without you.
I'm sure all of you have your own personal preference when it comes to the Persona music, especially the opening songs. But to me, Persona 4's opening song is my favorite simply because the memory I have with the song. Japan sure knows how to make a banger intro. Am I right or am I right, people? Unlike the US version, the JP version of Rockman series treats us with a lot of Japanese anime-esque opening songs. Picking my favorite opening song among the series is like picking a flavor in an ice cream shop. It constantly changes depends on my flavor of the day. So at the time I'm making this video, my flavor of the day is Rockman X4's opening, Makenai Ai ga Kito Aru. I hope I said it right. Which translates to, there must exist unbeatable love. Among all of the Rockman X opening songs, this is the one that I listen to the most. I really like everything about this song, from the song itself to the visuals of the opening scene in the game. It just screams 90s anime and seriously tingles my sensation every time it's on. Not to mention, the song was wonderfully sung by the lovely Japanese actress Nakama Yukie. In conclusion, Rockman X4's opening song is beautiful. The song is beautiful, the singer is beautiful, and the opening scene of the game is beautiful. Sometimes I just want something simple and clean for music. I gotta put at least one Square Enix music somewhere in this list. Kingdom Hearts is one of the few JRPGs from Square Enix that I have ever played. Well, to be honest, it's the only JRPG from Square Enix that I have played. I've played both Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 for the PS2. Just like with Rockman X opening songs, sometimes I like simple and clean and sometimes I like Sanctuary. Picking which one is better depends on my flavor of the day. My flavor of the day when I record this video was simple and clean, or in Japan, it's called Hikari. There are multiple versions of this song, and my favorite version is the Kingdom Hearts version, the first one. My favorite part of the song has got to be the beat. I really like listening to the beat, especially during the opening and the ending of the song. The song is wonderfully sung by Utada Hikaru. Her angelic voice combined with the beat of Simple and Clean are more than enough to keep me coming back to the song. On a different note, I actually prefer the Japanese version of the song Hikari than Simple and Clean. That's just my preference, of course. It would be an absolute crime if I don't put this song on the list. First time I saw this opening on Devil May Cry 5, immediately it feels like love at first sight. A lot of time when it comes to music, I have trouble explaining why the music is good. Honestly, what is there to say about Devil Trigger at this point? This song has been living rent-free in my head. Composed by Cassie Edwards and sang by Ali Edwards, the song really gets your blood pumping. It perfectly captures the high-speed, crazy action of Devil May Cry 5. The song itself, in terms of lyrics, is actually talking about Nero's desire to unleash his devil within to gain more power.
Embrace the darkness that's within me.
On a different note, considering that Nero's voiced by Johnny Young Bosch, this song kind of fits Ichigo from Bleach. Hey, I made a YouTube short not long ago putting this song with Ichigo. Speaking of Bleach, here's an opening song from a game where Kubo designed the characters. The first time I know of this song is actually from the 90s Sakura Wars anime. I first watched the show back in the early 2000s when anime used to air on AXN. Ah yes, those were the days where anime used to be a luxury. Now, I never knew that Sakura Wars anime was based on a video game. It was a bit later that I realized that both Sakura Wars and the song were originally a game for the Sega Saturn. So this song indeed is not based on an anime whatsoever. Geki Teikoku no Kagekidan, or translated into March Imperial Assault Force, has a pretty big cult following in Japan. Probably still is until this very day. It even has a signature dance to it. It's a very catchy song with a very straightforward dance move. There are multiple versions of this song. Personally, my favorite version has got to be the 2020 version. This song is so catchy, even the official PlayStation's YouTube channel acknowledges it.
Don't blame us if the theme song gets stuck in your head for weeks.
The song was composed by a legendary music composer for One Piece, Tanaka Kohei, who has composed most of the Sakura Wars music since the first game. The song was sung by the voice actresses of the main 5 girls of the game. In conclusion, the song is great and guaranteed to stuck on your head for months. The Tenchu games are games that I wish would make a comeback. We haven't seen a Tenchu game since Tenchu Shadow Assassins that came out in 2008. Considering Tenchu is owned by From Software, I'm still wishing upon a shooting star somewhere in the future they'll drop a new Tenchu game. One of the best things about Tenchu games is, no doubt, the opening songs. Picking my favorite Tenchu opening song was rather easy, to be honest, compared to other series. I give the opening song for Tenchu Wrath of Heaven to be the best one. Japan, once again, you guys know how to make a banger opening. This is definitely one of the most beautiful melody that I have ever listened in a video game. Everything about this song is just perfect. You got the traditional Japanese instrumentals, you got the beautiful vocals, you got a little bit of rock music there mixing with the traditional Japanese instrumentals. Not to mention, you got that epic violin part. The song, Sadame, was composed by another legendary anime composer, Asakura Noriyuki. Asakura Noriyuki is well known for composing the Rurouni Kenshin anime, a perfect choice to compose the music for Tenchu, if I do say so myself. Tenchu Wrath of Heaven is a game I will never stop playing, and Sadame is a video game song that I will never stop listening. Well, we're here now.
I'm here now. I'm doing the best I can. Where are you now? Did your dreams come true? Here we go.
There are no opening songs for Tekken that has beaten or even came close as good as Sparking. Tekken 5 is the only Tekken game so far that has an opening song with full lyrics. It's also the best Tekken opening for me, no question. I was blown away with the song when I first saw this opening when I got Tekken 5 for the first time. This song just hypes you up for Tekken 5. I wish future Tekken games had opening songs like this. If there is one thing I want for Tekken 8, please, Harada-san, bring back this song, or at least give an opening song as good as this.
Destiny, oh deadly. I don't care which one's walking this way. They're nothing together. What if I go back to zero?
That part of the song where you see Feng killing his own master always give me goosebumps. It's a great melody followed by a great sequence. Not much to say honestly about this song other than perfect.
Wrapped in the darkness, light is beyond the horizon.
I don't know how many of you know this, but I love the James Bond movies. It's always my go-to action movies when I'm in the mood of some easy-to-watch movies. As you can tell, James Bond movies are famous for their opening songs. I love the James Bond opening songs, so for this list, how about a non-James Bond opening song? Metal Gear Solid is one of my all-time favorite video game series. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater is one of my greatest PS2 games of all time. The story is brilliantly written by Kojima and the gameplay is much improved from the previous two games that came before it. Composed by Hibino Noriko and performed by Cynthia Harrell, Snake Eater took heavy inspiration from the James Bond-like vocal tracks. Considering the game takes place in the 60s and the James Bond movies started in the 60s, it's clear they had this intention from the start when writing the song. The lyrics itself talks about Snake, but most importantly, it gives a hint about the boss and the ending of the game.
I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I'd lie to you. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater.
As a Metal Gear Solid fan and a James Bond fan, this song absolutely deserves to be high on the list.
Still in a dream, Snake Eater.
I want you all to close your eyes and imagine a fantasy world. Let me take you back to a time where you never, ever skip the opening song of a video game.
Transcending history and the world, a tale of soul and swords, eternally retold.
This is the one video game opening that never ceased to make me smile. This song lives in my head rent-free ever since I was 10. Every time I boot the game, I never skip the opening, not even once. Hell, I even went as far as not letting anyone else skip the opening for me. It is that good. If you pay attention to the lyrics, it's actually very motivating and positive. It's basically telling how you should always keep fighting and keep moving forward. Get the edge of soul basically means reach the destination that you believe in. It's really motivating and it's absolutely catchy as well. This song can get your spirit high, and it also can make you dance like crazy. Writing this top 10 video game opening songs took me quite a while. However, picking Edge of Soul as the number 1 opening song was definitely an easy pick. There you go, people, my top 10 favorite video game opening songs. As I said in the introduction of this video, the choices here are highly subjective. When it comes to music, it always comes down to each personal preference. Everyone has a different liking for music, thus everyone has their own opinion in which video game opening songs they like best. So what are your favorite video game opening songs? Let me know in the comment section below. With that being said, everyone, this is me, Profar. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you dislike it, give me a thumbs down. Thank you guys for watching, don't forget to subscribe and join the Profar Mockery Hunter X Discord server. I'll see you guys in the next video.